Cuccinelli served as Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security in the first Trump administration, is with us now. It's good to see you, as always. Is this,
good to be back with you.
Let me ask you a different way. How do we look at this as something other than a publicity stunt?
Well, I mean, it'll get used. It's got speed factors that are better than, building a full-size building. My concern is that right now they're not building out the whole management pipeline, the logistical pipeline of large-scale deportation. And so I don't know how useful this will be in the bigger scheme of things for mass deportation. These are the kinds of facilities, by the way, that we built when we were having influxes at the border, and Donald Trump isn't having influxes at the border any longer. But if these stay up for the next president, if the next president is another Joe Biden type and he wants to open the borders back up, then this facility can be turned right back around for that kind of use. Whereas if you spend this money to even overpay a little bit state and local officials to house ICE detainees and let them make a little money off of it so that we piggyback their medical care and so forth, all those things, then you have distributed facilities all over the country, and they can't be used by an open borders president to import people. So, I appreciate the speed with which this is being done. DeSantis and Florida are frankly famous for this kind of speed. But I am a little concerned that in the long term, the 5 to 10 year term, this isn't the way to go.
Okay, so I think that's a long way of saying that I'm right and that this feels kind of to you like a photo op, sort of in the same way that Guantanamo Bay, and that they were going to send all illegal immigrants to Guantanamo Bay, and a bunch of C-17s flew down, and there was all these pictures of them, and then they had to fly everybody back because it was this half-baked idea that didn't work and was costing $1 zillion.
Well, unless you're flying people back to the Caribbean, then you're not really on the way at Guantanamo. So again, what you're describing is a symptom of a bigger problem at DHS, and that's that DHS is not successfully building out the big, broad pipeline to reach the numerical goals for deportation that Donald Trump has laid out.
Why don't you, and I'm going to just go to brass tacks here, is the reason they're not doing that is because Kristi Noem is much more about the sort of the sugar high of these kind of moments and going on raids and everything else than the sort of unglamorous bureaucratic work of building out a pipeline and negotiating with state and local governments and doing all the things that you talk about that seem a lot less fun than pictures like this and probably a lot more productive?
They are a lot less fun, but it's those nuts and bolts that build out a permanent infrastructure that allow you to move millions, not thousands of people out of the country. And
this is the most fascinating
just for Donald Trump's term.
Yeah. Right. No, this is, I hear you, and it's the most fascinating discussion I've heard about illegal immigration in the past 6 months is what you're saying right now. But again, I think what you're telling me is that this is a leadership problem, right?
Yeah, well, the management is not keeping up with the goals within DHS, and they've got more political backing than they've ever had, including Donald Trump's second term is far more political backing than Donald Trump's first term. They've sealed the border. They're using military on the border.
So why aren't they doing it, you think?
Cartels. They're
seems obvious.
Doing mass deportation. They're doing worksite enforcement. All these things I'm naming weren't done in the first administration. But now that they're doing all those things, you've got the White House leadership. Now you do need the nuts and bolts. You need capable, active, aggressive management. I don't have an answer for you about why that's not happening. I don't have an answer for you about why that's not happening, but it is an inside DHS issue. They have plenty of good leadership. You got Rodney Scott running CBP, but the border is as secure as it's ever been. You got USCIS doing better than it's been in a long time with Joe Edlow leading it. But ICE, they've had lots of tripping over themselves. I think they're settling into their leadership now, but they're not getting cross-department kind of all hands on deck to the nuts and bolts to grow the entire pipeline.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.